self-defense is a must. This is a story from Ramakrishna Paramahansa's collection. This is a story of two villages which were connected to each other through a dirt road which passed through a very thick jungle. The villagers from this village had to pass through that road to reach the other village to do whatever work they wanted to do. And same with them, they had to come from that side to this village to do their work. Now the problem was that there was a huge cobra, a very, very poisonous snake, sitting on the side of that dirt road in his own hole, and the moment it would sense that someone was coming, out he would come and bite. So many people lost their lives. It had become a huge problem. People just couldn't cross over to the next village. So one day what happened? A sadhu, a sage, a saint came to one of the villages. After spending some time there with the villagers, he said, now I must visit the other village as well. All the villagers fell on their knees and said, no, please, saint, don't go to that village. He said, why? I need to visit that village. They said, you don't know. You have to walk through that dirt road, and over there is a poisonous cobra sitting. And everyone who passes that place, that snake always bites them. We have lost so many of our friends and relatives because of that snake bite. We just can't let that happen to you. So please listen to us. The sage smiled and said that, see, I'm a sadhu. It is my job to walk from one village to the other, meet people, and I know what I have to do. So don't worry about me. I'm happy to see that you all are so, conscientious, and you are concerned for others. That's a very healthy sign. But don't worry, I'll be fine. And he walked off. Now when he reached that place where the snake was sitting, the snake was just waiting. It came out and it just put out his hood, and it was about to raise its hood, and he was about to bite. That time the sadhu asked him, dear friend, why do you want to bite me? I have not done anything to you, so why do you want to hurt me? He said, because this is my dharma. This is all that I do. This is all that I know. The moment somebody comes, I feel that he might be there to hurt me, so I hurt him instead, and I just bite. This is my work. But the sadhu said, do you know, this is very bad karma, and one day you'll have to pay the price for it. So it's my request to you. I suggest, from today onwards, stop biting. You give me your promise that now you are never ever going to bite anyone who crosses this road. The snake said, okay. The sadhu had special powers, so he listened. The snake listened to the sadhu, and from that day, he stopped biting anyone. He sat in his hole and he just did not do what he used to do till now. After a few days, this saint came back after visiting the other village. The villagers were so happy and relieved to see him, said, oh, you're back, Mahatma Ji. Thank God, thank God. Was the snake not there that day? He did not bite you? So the sage explained, don't worry. I have spoken to him. And from now onwards, you all are safe. You can go there, they can come here, and the snake is not going to disturb you at all. It is my word. Have faith in me and start going there fearlessly. So initially 2-3 people thought they will go together, and see, they went with sticks, lot of stones in their hand, and ready to, try to save themselves if something goes wrong. They went there stealthily, and when they came near the snake was sitting. But they were surprised. The snake did not do anything. It just kept sitting, looking at them with a raised hood. But he did not bite. So these villagers crossed the road easily and reached the other village. So this news, this information spread like wildfire, and people started crossing that road and doing their business. But now after some time, they thought that he doesn't do anything now. So now what happened, just for fun, they started hitting it with a stick. Some threw stones at him. He went and hid in his hole. So they went with a big stick and tried to, hit him inside the hole. And they used to have a lot of fun, and full of glee, they would cross over and go. After a few months, the saint came to this village. And while he was crossing that road, he saw the snake and he was so sad to see and surprised to see that the snake had become so thin and weak and nearly about to die. The sage asked him, "What happened? What happened to you? Why are you looking so weak and nearly on the verge of death?" The snake said, "Mahatma Ji, you had taken a promise from me. You had told me never to bite anyone, and I had given my promise. So I honored my promise and I stopped biting. And from that day, these people, they have a great time. It is a sport for them, hitting me, throwing stones at me, and making me feel miserable, and they just don't care. But what can I do?" The sage was really surprised and sad. He said, "My friend, I told you not to bite, but I never told you not to hiss. Why didn't you hiss? One hiss from a poisonous cobra like you would be enough to make them run for their lives. You should never give up hissing. That is also part of your dharma. I told you not to bite, but never told you not to hiss." So the snake understood his mistake, and from then onwards, he could take care of himself by just hissing. The moment he started hissing, the villagers would run for their life and they never ever again tried to disturb him or hurt him. Friends, this is a story. What does it say to us? What is this hissing, not hitting? I mean, what is all this? Does it make any sense to us? Think over it. Think what it is trying to tell you. If I were to interpret this, the thought that comes to my mind is that our life is not very different. We are also living in a corporate jungle, in our workplaces. Everywhere we go, we are surrounded by people. And it is a human nature. We can't stop ourselves from saying something which can hurt the other person. We try to put down the other person. And anyone who takes it just lying low, people find it very easy to go on hurting him, to insult him. This happens in our workplace also. So, what do we learn from this story? We need not to fight. We need not to give back bad words. But we can always hiss. What does that mean? If somebody is rude to you, there are two options. One, you just keep quiet and don't say anything. And the other option is, you express yourself very politely but very firmly that, "See, what you said, I don't think it is right. And I don't like it when people speak like this to me, and I don't take it. I don't allow anyone to speak to me so rudely. If I have made a mistake, you can always point it out. I'm open. I'm ready to listen to where I have gone wrong. I'm ready to, make my amends and make sure that I don't repeat it again. But please don't speak to me rudely because I'm not going to accept it." Just change your voice quality, change your tone, your expression, the words that you use. Be polite, but be firm, and you see the difference. I have seen this difference in my life by using this technique. This is a simple tip of communication. Don't let others just, walk all over you and say whatever they wish. Doesn't matter what is their position. Politeness has the power to reach out to anyone who may be bigger than you, more powerful than you. Position-wise, he may be bigger than you, but you have a right to express whatever you have to say. So this is my take. What is yours? So, please listen to these stories. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. But your comment should be what you feel the story teaches you, whether it is applicable in your life. Will you be able to use this tip? That is what you need to share. So for that, listen, interpret, adapt, and grow. Thank you. A little about the Institute, about us. The name of my institute is Mrs. Surabhi Banerjee's Spoken English Classes, established in 1980. And the name of our training program is Enhance Your English. We have classes both online as well as offline. And our client list comprises of professionals, entrepreneurs, students, homemakers, and people from all walks of life for so many years. For this last 45 years that I've been working as a communication coach in my institute, I have trained people from different walks of life, and they have all blossomed into the real person that they wish to be. So if you wish to enhance your English or your communication skills, not just English, please feel free to contact us. The contact number is given below. Thank you.